Good morning, Bulls. It's Friday, March 12th. I'm Jesus.
And I'm Naima. Welcome back to this edition of Bullseye magazine. We're getting groovy on this deep dive of Kylie.
Have you ever asked a question, gotten
Spring
an
break
answer, but still wanted to know more?
Us too. Welcome to Deep Dive, where we find a question
And the answer?
and go on a deep dive to learn more. This week's question was, what was the original name of the lava lamp?
It was the Astrolamp. Let's dive in.
The iconic lava lamp was created in 1963 by British accountant Edward Craven Walk. His idea for the lamp came from seeing a homemade cocktail shaker egg timer that he saw 15 years prior while visiting a pub. He spent over a decade perfecting the liquid so that the wax would float when heated.
The mesmerizing light fixture immediately gained popularity in the 60s with the psychedelic kick, especially with hippies. Common slogans included "a motion for every emotion," and musicians including David Bowie and Beatle, Ringo Starr, were fans of the product. Photos can be seen with the lava lamps inside of their recording studios.
Lava lamps are made up of a mixture of paraffin wax and carbon tetrachloride with a water-based solution. Once heated by a light bulb in the base, the liquid loosens and flows up and down, creating the continuous hypnotic flow. Back then, lava lamps faced restrictions due to flammable materials and burn hazards. Now they're made more safely.
During their peak popularity in the 60s, over 7 million lava lamps were sold worldwide, with a resurgence in the 90s thanks to the release of Austin Powers. So while lava lamps might not be quite the rage they are as they were back then, they are still popular with children, collectors, and overall nostalgic lovers.
That's a wrap on this week's Deep Dive. Hope you have a great spring break. I'm Kylie.
And I'm Maddie. See you next show.
Kylie and Matt.
Spring break is here, and we have your beach forecast with Jasmine.
Hey Bulls, Jasmine here with your
Now?
weather for today. Today's temperature is a high of 85 with a low of 67. Now let's take a quick look into what the rest of the week will give us. Saturday is a high of 86 with a low of 66. Sunday is a high of 83 with a low of 69. Monday is a high of 79 with a low of 47. Tuesday is a high of 62, low of 46. And Wednesday is a high of 68, low of 51. Now let's take a quick look into what the UV index shall be. Now what is the UV index? The UV index is a number scale of 1 to 11 plus, which tells you how intense the UV rays from the sun are predicted to be at a certain time. The best numbers to watch for when you're looking to get a tan is 3 to 5 or moderate risk, aka yellow. Though any index above 3 requires you to use sunscreen to avoid the risk of skin damage. The scale goes from low to extreme exposure, with low being 1 to 2, green, moderate being 3 to 5, yellow, high being 67, orange, very high being 8 to 10, red, or extreme being 11 plus, or violet. At anything above 3, there is a risk of sunburning in the short term and skin cancer in the long term. So please keep yourself safe and protected with your sunscreen. In other words, let's take a quick look at what the UV index will look like going into spring break. Friday is an 8, which is very high risk. Saturday is 6, which is high risk. Sunday is also a 6, which is still high risk. Monday is a 2 with a low risk. So please make sure you keep an eye out for the rest of the week at that UV index to make sure you are staying safe and healthy, and please don't get skin cancer. But that is all for now, and I hope you guys have a great spring break. Go Bulls!
With Jasmine.
Now we turn to Sophie with our top headlines across the nation and here on the Suncoast.
Good morning,
Staying
Bulls.
here
I'm
and look-
Sophie Ward bringing you the latest news. Nationally, you and your wallet may be noticing the increase in gas prices over the last few weeks. This surge is primarily due to a near-total shutdown of the Strait of Hormuz in early March. The critical waterway transports 20% of the world's oil shipments, totaling around 20 million barrels daily. This sudden increase in price, averaging $3.59 a gallon, can be directly connected to conflicts in the Middle East. Following the attack on Iran by the United States and Israel on February 28th, the price of oil barrels rose to $119, according to USA Today. Ultimately, disruptions in production, supply, and trade routes all contribute to these rising prices. Here in the Sunshine State, Florida, House lawmakers are trying to pass a bill that would limit out-of-state students that are admitted to Florida universities. As of right now, top universities like Florida State University and the University of Florida admit around 15 to 20% of out-of-state students. Due to bright futures and competitiveness, in-state students are finding it increasingly more difficult to be accepted into these schools. This bill would cut out-of-state admissions to roughly 5%. Locally, here in Sarasota County, a traditional fishing tournament is taking place one last time. The Chad Day Memorial Fishing Tournament and charity event founded by Joanne Day, who tragically lost her son, Chad Day, to brain cancer. Chad was just 24 years old and loved fishing. The tournament raises money for the Tidewell Foundation, who supports families financially and emotionally through hospice care. In their 8 years of having the tournament, they raised more than $108,000. It will take place March 28th through the 29th at Tarpon Bay Grill and Tiki Bar on Sarasota Bay. I'm Sophie Ward with Bullseye News.
Staying here in local news, for lunch today, we have beef pretzel hot dogs, garlic cheese spread, cornbread, baby carrots, and your choice of fresh fruits.
Today is the last day to drop off new socks for the sock drive hosted by the Red Cross Club. This will benefit military veterans, drop off in student services, the media center, and Mrs. Kleiner's room 6119.
We have no games today here at PCHS, so we turn to look at our sports around the nation.
Good morning, Bulls, and welcome back to the
Finally.
Sports Corner. I am Brendan Stewart, and we had an amazing week in sports. Let's start off with the biggest news with Bam Adebayo scoring 83 points in one game, passing Kobe Bryant's 81-point game. In his amazing performance, the discussion about Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has reopened, and if he actually did it or not. In more sports news, the USA beat Mexico 5-3 in an incredible game marked by Bobby Witt Jr. Incredible play by throwing the ball from back behind third base. With that, third base to first base. Why are we opening doors?
Finally,
Who's
here's
opening
your
the- why are
Hallway
we
Hot
op-
Takes.
Good
Twilight
morning,
Sky.
everyone. I'm Layla Payne.
That
and
wraps
welcome to this week's edition of Hallway Hot Takes. I'm here with,
Kyler,
and are you Team Jacob or Team Edward?
Team Jacob,
Why?
because he's the alpha male and he's so strong.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm here with,
Giovanni.
and do you like Team Jacob or Team Edward better?
I like Team Edward better because I like vampires.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm here with,
Sir Davion Whipper,
and are you Team Jacob or Team Edward?
Team Jacob.
Okay, thank you. I'm here with,
William,
and are you Team Jacob or Team Edward?
Team Edward,
Why?
because Jacob's not cool.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Twilight Sky.
That wraps it up on this Friday's edition of Bullseye News. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and like our YouTube page. If you like something aired, send us an email at pchscproduction@gmail.com.
We'll see you after the break. Have a good time off, and as always,
Go Bulls!